Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I'm going to delete some of these lines just so it won't be confusing. I drew those in, doesn't really have to be, but I'm sharing this file on Epilogue's Facebook page, and this is part 2 of this series on how to make this, and I just got through doing this part, and bring it over here a little closer, and just clean it up a little bit, and then I had to, draw in the arms and stuff. But there's two things in this deal that are pretty neat, and hopefully you'll learn something. First of all, and I made a video about this before, and I know somebody's going to ask, is how I made the star with a rounded corner. Well, you just draw a star, go up to Windows, go down to Dockers, go to Shaping, Fillet, and Scallop, go to Fillet, and just apply. And it's going to do the inside or the outside corners. Maybe that's too much. Let's back up here. Let's make it just 0.25. And you can see it rounded off the corners, and that's a little bit too much steel. So let's go 0.15. And there you have a rounded off cornered star. So that's one part of this on how to do it. And also, if you watch both videos, on the one I actually did, my wife decided just to engrave the heart instead of having it cut out. So if I'm going to leave it like this, but if you want the heart engraved, all you have to do is, let's get rid of that, left click. My computer's acting up a little bit. Put in a fill and then left click or right click your mouse so that you won't have a hairline. So that will be engraved. Now the file that I'm going to share is going to be just like this. So I thought I'd show you how you do this, and I've made several videos like that. I've set my nudge factor on 12 inches. But right here, you don't want her arm to cut out. You want it to cut there and here, but you don't want this part to cut out. So what you do is Control D and make a duplicate and move this over. Okay. Take your virtual segment delete key and delete this part of the arm. Now on this one, delete that part of the arm. Take that line and turn it into a black line that's, say, 1 point, and make it black. And also, what is really important, to do it, two things. Start at 4 inches if you're going to make a 4-inch one. But if you're not, you want to have check scaled with object. And then hit OK. Now, just nudge it back over that distance. That will not cut, and it looks like your arm. Then you can delete this piece. Take this line, and I've already got it done really, but it's a hairline. We don't want it to be a hairline. We don't want it to cut out, but we want it to show the gown. So I'm going to make it black, scale with object, and then move it back. That's what's so neat about the nudge factor. So I did it on that line and that line and that line in her hair. I drew them in hairlines, and then, checked it out, make sure it wasn't leaking, and did it like that. So that's the same thing on the star. The star is in there, but these lines won't cut. So this will cut out. But so I did the same thing. I made a duplicate of that, Control D, moved it over, changed these lines to black lines. Let's just make them blue for right this second. And then move them back. Now you got blue lines where it's not going to cut, but I already had the black lines there. So you can kind of get the idea. Now, if you're going to cut this out, my wife wanted the star in the middle. I would maybe make the star a little bit bigger, but you got to keep thinking about the strength of the material. For sure, a piece of ribbon will fit through there. If you don't want the star, you could create an ellipse, a circle, and put it there, and it wouldn't be It would be a lot more for the ribbon to go through, and it would be just as strong. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit. Hope that wasn't too confusing. And thank you for watching.